Imagine a world crafted entirely from code, a digital realm indistinguishable from reality. This is the essence of the simulation hypothesis, suggesting our universe might be a sophisticated computer program. Are we merely lines of code, digital puppets in a grand cosmic play? Think of it like a highly advanced video game, where the characters within are unaware of their digital nature. Prominent figures like Elon Musk and Nick Bostrom have given it serious consideration. Bostrom argues that if advanced civilizations can create simulations, it's highly probable we're living in one. Proponents of the simulation hypothesis point to several intriguing pieces of evidence. They argue that our reality might not be as solid as we think. Quantum physics, with its strange and counterintuitive laws, suggests that reality might be fundamentally discrete, like pixels on a screen. The behavior of particles at the quantum level is so bizarre that it almost seems like a programmed set of rules. Could this be a sign of the underlying code that governs our simulated world? The idea that our universe operates on a set of coded instructions is both fascinating and unsettling. We're creating increasingly realistic virtual worlds, and it's not inconceivable that future civilizations could create simulations indistinguishable from reality. Imagine a future where virtual reality is so advanced that it becomes impossible to tell the difference between the virtual and the real. Some even point to unexplained phenomena, like déjà vu or glitches in our perceived reality, as potential evidence of errors in the simulation. These moments, where reality seems to stutter or repeat, could be the result of a malfunction in the code. Could these seemingly random occurrences be evidence of the simulation breaking down, revealing the code beneath? If our world is a simulation, then these glitches might be the most direct evidence we have. The idea of nested simulations, simulations within simulations, adds another layer of complexity. If each simulated world can create its own simulations, the layers could be infinite. If we can create simulations, and those simulations can create their own simulations, then which level of reality are we on? Are we the original, or just another layer in an endless stack of simulated worlds? The questions are profound, and the answers, if they exist, could change our understanding of reality forever. If our reality is indeed a simulation, what does that mean for free will and consciousness? Are our choices predetermined by the code that governs our digital existence, or do we possess genuine autonomy? The very notion of selfhood is called into question if we are merely lines of code, programmed to act in certain ways. If we are simulated beings, how can we explain the subjective experience of being alive, of feeling, of thinking? Despite the intriguing arguments in favor of the simulation hypothesis, many remain skeptical. The idea that our reality could be an elaborate computer simulation is fascinating, but it raises more questions than it answers. Critics point to the lack of concrete evidence, arguing that the theory is based on speculation and philosophical thought experiments rather than empirical data. They emphasize that without tangible proof, the hypothesis remains in the realm of science fiction. While quantum physics and technological advancements are impressive, they don't definitively prove that we're living in a simulation. These fields offer intriguing possibilities, but they fall short of providing conclusive evidence. Another criticism centers on the unfalsifiability of the hypothesis. If a theory cannot be tested or potentially disproven, it remains speculative. If we are in a perfect simulation, indistinguishable from base reality, there's no way to prove or disprove its existence. This makes the hypothesis more of a philosophical musing than a scientific theory. Some argue that the simulation hypothesis is a distraction from real-world problems. They believe that focusing on such speculative ideas diverts attention from pressing issues like climate change, social inequality, and technological ethics. If the simulation hypothesis were proven true, the impact on society would be profound. Imagine waking up one day to the realization that everything you know, everything you believe, is part of a grand digital construct. The very fabric of our existence would be questioned. Our understanding of reality, our place in the cosmos, and our very sense of self would be irrevocably altered. The stars we gaze upon, the universe we ponder, would all be part of an intricate design, a code written by an unknown creator. How would we reconcile our belief systems with the knowledge that we are merely code in a vast digital matrix? Religious doctrines, philosophical ideologies, and scientific principles would all need to be reevaluated in this new context. On the other hand, the confirmation of the simulation hypothesis could also spark a new era of scientific and philosophical inquiry. It would open doors to questions we never thought to ask, and answers we never imagined possible. It could lead to a deeper understanding of consciousness, the nature of reality, and the potential for artificial intelligence. We might discover new ways to interact with our simulated environment, pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible. Finally, the impact on society would depend on how we choose to react to the truth. Would we fall into despair, or would we rise to the challenge of understanding our new reality? We could embrace our simulated existence, striving to understand the rules of the game and live meaningful lives within its confines. By accepting our place in this digital cosmos, we might find new purpose and meaning, working together to explore the depths of our simulated universe.